So this was my daughter. I've used these materials with her before in preparing for her IEP meetings because she goes to her IEP meetings so that she's going in there knowing what she wants, what she doesn't want. We were both kind of having some challenges with feeling depressed and a lot of anxiety with the COVID-19 situation. So we use these materials to kind of think about what does it look like. This one is Olivia, my daughter, saying, what does it look like when she's happy? What does it look like when she's unhappy? Just to kind of get an idea of, what am I feeling like? So when she's happy, she wants to go outside, she laughs, she wants to spend time with others. When she's not happy, she put that she's hasty, tense, isolated, rude, and terse. So this was just kind of to get like a feeling of how do I know if I'm not doing okay? You can go on to the next one. This one was mine. So I put, what am I like when I'm calm and happy? Um, I put that I was productive, creative. I look forward to each day. I feel grateful. I have a sense of humor and I tend to bounce back from things. Um, Under the what don't I want, I just wrote down what do I look like when I'm anxious, depressed, or afraid. And I get really grouchy. I cry a lot. I feel very down for myself personally because I do live with a mental health challenge. I have thoughts of death sometimes, and I have no motivation. So just kind of an idea of knowing yourself. You can go to the next one. This was my star. I put myself in the center and how I was going to manage my mood and my anxiety level during COVID-19. And I tried to use all of those pie wedges. And I like doing this exercise because I can feel really afraid and alone. And then I do something like this, and it reminds me of what I know. It reminds me of the skills that I have and all of the different areas of my life where I can get support. So usually after filling out one of these forms, I feel up to the task, if that makes sense. So I listed everything I could do under technology, like limiting my consumption of the news, tailoring my social media feed, um, using technology to connect with my family and my friends. Um, Other things that help me like crafting, um, exercise. My daughter and I like to play Just Dance on the Wii. It makes us both feel a lot better. We laugh, we move. It's a good time for both of us. I listed all my personal strengths and assets, relationships that I have with my daughter and with my extended family, and the other supports that I have. And again, I found it very helpful. I don't know, do I have one more or is this the end? Okay. And this was my daughter's. She drew a happy face in the star and she wrote down, she has some calming games that she does when she's stressed that are pretty much kind of like shapes and music. And she has one that's like a mandala kind of drawing that she can put her finger on and it draws patterns and it'll make her feel really, really calm. She has some shows, animated shows that she likes to watch on TV that are funny. So if she's not feeling happy, they make her laugh. She put movies down. She loves to play DJ and play all different kinds of music. She has all these playlists set up on YouTube that she'll play for us. And then she put her personal strengths and assets. So like draw, create, read, design, play on her computer. I don't know what some of those things are. They're things that she understands. She wrote down her relationships, and then she put the services she could use, like online therapy services. And then she chats online with her friends. Sometimes she'll just tell me, I need to call. She has a friend named Maddie. She'll say, I need to Skype with Maddie, Mom. I'm not feeling very positive right now. So again, I felt that this was helpful. She was kind of nervous about being on this call, but I asked her, you know, what did doing this feel like for you? And she just said that it was a good way to think about all of the different things she could do to feel better. Um, so thank you guys.
That's fantastic, Amy. Thank you for sharing. I think there's actually one more. We kept your pyramid in there too. I like
Oh,
it.
okay. This was something that I learned from Whole Health Action Management, which is called, or wait, no, this is WRAP, which is a Wellness Recovery Action Planning. And I used to do this when I worked in a mental health center with some of the groups that I did. And I kept it for myself, and sometimes I do it with my daughter. So I have a very poorly drawn triangle there. But the idea behind it is that you draw a triangle and you take a few minutes to just kind of ground yourself and feel your emotions. And then the idea is that you go up that pyramid, and while you're feeling that emotion and coloring it in, you feel it completely. And then you go up to the next emotion. Usually by the time I get up to the top, I feel better. Um, and then all around the triangle, you write all of your coping skills that you have or things that you can do to feel better. At the time I made this, it was a really hot day. It was almost 90 degrees. We recently moved, like before the pandemic ramped up. So we're living in a place that's different for us, and our air conditioning wasn't working. It was almost 90 degrees in the house. I was trying to do a bunch of work related stuff. My technology was not working with me, and Olivia was really irritated, and I was really irritated. And doing this made me feel good because I knew that the repairman was on the way. And I knew that I could handle anything temporarily. And it was good just to have that reminder, because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but living with a mental health condition, it's the little bitty things that get to me, especially when I'm feeling so anxious overall over everything. So again, this is just another way to make your coping skills tangible, so that you remember what you know.